guys, it's Hope. Today I'm here to share with you my September favorites. I cannot believe September is already over. I've already been in school for a month, which is absolutely insane. Like, it's gone by really fast. So today I have a lot of favorites that I'm going to share with you. I've discovered some new products this month that I really have been enjoying. And I looked back at my August favorites, and I have been using a bunch of those products from August favorites as well. But I tried to not repeat the products. So I don't think I mentioned any of these in my August favorites, so that's what I'm mentioning in this month. But a lot of them, like, if you're wanting to know even more products that I've been loving recently, check that August favorites because that video has a lot of good stuff in it that I was loving this month as well. And yeah, so let's just hop right in and get started. As you can tell in my last few videos, I've had kind of the fall vibe. I just didn't put a lot of fall decorations, but I did do some. So the first one I want to mention is the Jaclyn Hill palette. I just got this palette about a week ago, so I am kind of cheating a little bit, but I love this palette. I've worn it every single day since I've gotten it. Just about every single day. Can you tell that I've already gotten it so dirty though? That's what I hate about white packaging, is when I do my makeup with eyeshadow, my fingers, I'm like swatching and playing with all the products, so then I touch it and then I get it all dirty. So I really don't like that, but you know, I figured it was going to get dirty at some point anyway. So it's just this pretty, it is a very pretty packaging. This palette is literally the prettiest, especially for fall time. Like, this just screams fall vibes to me. These fun colors I did get a chance to play with, like these. I might actually put this on tonight later because I have a fun event I'm going to. But this is just a very fun, warm tone palette. This palette, you guys, does not have a cream matte shade. So another cream tone matte shade to set your eye, like when you prime and then I set. I use this Wet n Wild Color Icon Single Shadow in Brulee. This is another one of my favorites because I love this for setting. So usually when I use this palette, I just pair this with it and it's good to go. So I don't know why she had two light tone shimmeries. Like, one of these should have been matte. It's kind of weird to me. Yeah, I have dug my nail. It's like, I've literally beaten this palette up already. I've used this so much, but I love this. I'm wearing it today. Another product is a primer. This is the L'Oreal Magic Lumi primer. Now, this primer I was kind of going back and forth with. For this primer is really white when you put it on. It looks like you're very white and silvery when you put this on, which is the complete difference of the Becca one. The Becca one is just more of like a kind of a tan undertone, so it just kind of makes it just like, it doesn't look like you're wearing like white sunscreen illuminating this, or if you know what I mean. It's just kind of more like a tan. It just kind of works with my skin tone. So that's kind of a difference. The L'Oreal, that's the Becca. So this one's definitely like a lot more white tone. You can kind of tell like that this one is a little bit more skin tone and this one's a little more white. It does blend out pretty well. It looks pretty similar. The L'Oreal one just has just that slightest bit more of a white tone to it. But it's still it still works pretty similar enough that I think that you could go with the L'Oreal one if you didn't want to spend the money on the Becca one. The Becca one definitely I like a little bit better. I just think it works a little better. It just makes the makeup last a little longer. And I'm really kind of getting low on it, actually. Still testing it out, but I do like the L'Oreal one. If you were wondering, I do think it is a nice primer. I also have a foundation, the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. I mentioned this in my fall favorite foundations. This one has just been my classic go-to foundation that I wear like on an everyday basis. It's just a light, it's like a medium coverage, but it's not too heavy on the skin. It's very lightweight. It adds just a nice coverage. It makes your skin look dewy and just looks good. And I really like this for just more of a natural day. I've been in the shade 125 Nude Beige. I think it's a little bit, I'm going to have to get a lighter shade for the winter. But then again, I have all these other foundations that are like for the winter, so I might just like keep this one for the summer more. But I really do like this one a lot, and it's really dewy, and it's nice, and I think it looks great on the skin. I talked a little more in depth about it in that foundation video. Another one is another favorite is the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. You guys, this stuff is great for brightening under your eyes. The reason why I like this is because it's not too thick. Because some, like the Tarte Shape Tape is really covering, like really full coverage, and it's really thick under your eyes. This is more brightening, but it's not too thick. It covers, but it's not like thick. So if you don't want something that's really like thick like that, I said thick like 20 times in that sentence. If you don't want anything too heavy under the eyes, you would really like this for bright dark circles. Another dark circle thing is the NYX Dark Circle Corrector. This is just a pink corrector. I have it in the shade Fair. I could have gotten away with white right now. It's just this pink brightening corrector. I don't have that bad of dark circles. I don't really have to kind of find a one that really covers a lot. So I can't really tell if you have really intense dark circles if it helps, but this definitely does brighten under the eye. It really does make your eyes look brightened and kind of, it just makes it look good. So I really like this. I'm still kind of playing around with it, but as of right now, I'm really enjoying it. It's just really brightening under my eyes, and I really like it, and I put it on before concealer, and then it looks even good. The NYX Micro Brow Pencil. This stuff is really comparable to the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I did one brow with the NYX and one with the Anastasia one day, because I'm literally like, my brow wiz is like gone, and so I decided to pick this up. I have this one in the shade Brown. Thing with this though, the spoolie on this one I don't like as well as the Brow Wiz. I think the Brow Wiz I've had for a while, but like when I first used this one, it was like scratchy. Like it hurt to use to brush through my brows. The Brow Wiz one is very nice and soft. So this one, I think it definitely is a lot better now that I've used it more. But this, I like the spoolie on the Brow Wiz better, but this is still a really good brow pencil, and I like it. It's a little bit more waxy than the L'Oreal Brow Stylish, which I kind of like. It's a little more similar to the Anastasia one than the L'Oreal one. But if you like a more waxy one, I would go with this one. If you like a little more creamy one, go with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist. The product that I've really been enjoying is the Essence Make Me Brow. This one's in the Blondie Brows. I really like the Blondie Brows one because it just lightens my brows and like highlights them. My brows are so dark as it is because I like color and lighten my hair. So like when my brows are so dark, it just like, I put like a darker, because I have like the dark one of this, and when I put that on, it just looks too dark. So I like this for like brightening, and it kind of like highlights points of my brows, and I think it looks really great when I have this one on, so I really enjoy this one for that. And it also like makes your skin or your eyebrows look more natural, whereas right now I'm using the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper, which I really liked for setting my brows, but they're a lot stiffer and I feel like they don't look as natural as this one does. This one doesn't hold as well, but it still holds pretty well, and it's more of like a natural everyday use. Okay, this highlighter palette from Smashbox, the Casey Holmes collab with it. I've mentioned this in a favorites a few times. You guys, I've been obsessed with this palette this month. So lately, I've been taking this middle shade, which normally in the winter would have been a little bit too tan for me, and I would normally use like this really light shade. But I have been using this one a little bit more. It's more of like a champagne kind of on my, I'm wearing it today as a highlight just because it just works well because my skin's tanner, and then I'll put a little bit of this one on top. This shimmer shade with like glitter, I really don't wear. Probably put that one on right now just to kind of make it more intense, but I really do like this palette. Every time I use it, I just love it again and again. It creates just a nice glow, but it's not like highlighting everything. That's why I love it, because it's made for textured skin and to not make texture stand out, but it also is an intense highlight, and that's why I love it so much. I'm not really into my Pixie and Aspen Over one lately, which is weird because I've been obsessed with that one a few months ago. Like, I was hardcore loving it. But now, like, I don't know, I've just really been liking this one just because it doesn't exaggerate everything. The last product I have to mention is the Benefit Blush in Dallas. I've talked about this blush for years, or maybe a few years. I love this blush. Every time for school, this is the only thing I wear. Sometimes I just wear highlight, but I don't wear bronzer or blush normally. I don't use like bronzer, blush, highlight, all of that. Usually if I wear anything, it's just this and a little bit of highlight, because this just creates these nice, kind of nice mauve neutral tone shade. So it just creates a nice kind of bronze, but there's still like a blush tone on your cheek. It's like the perfect shade. I literally just take my fluffy Real Techniques brush, dip it in, and just kind of go back and forth like this, just in the areas, and it kind of covers as a bronzer and a blush at the same time, and it just looks great. So I love it so much. I think this is just the greatest thing for like every day, because it's just easy, and it's only one product. You can use it as 2-in-1, which I really like. And yes, I really love this blush a lot. Those were all of my favorites for the month of September. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. I know people like to watch favorites, so let me know your favorite favorites. Let me know your favorite products down in the comments that you have recently discovered. I would love to know, because I would love to try them out. If you are new to my channel, I hope you will subscribe and stick around to catch some future videos I have planned. I have some good ones coming up for this fall time, because I love fall so much. And until then, I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye, you guys!